When you need to adjust the space that Word uses between characters, you need to adjust what is called kerning. This quick tip explains how you can make the adjustment that you need. When a font is designed, a certain amount of space is designated for horizontal spacing between characters. This spacing determines how close adjacent characters are to each other. Unfortunately, not all characters appear the same width when read on a printed page. Depending on the characters, it can cause an illusion that two characters are spaced too far apart or too close together, when in reality, they follow the standard spacing conventions for the type space. For example, consider the word awkward. I'm going to click right down here and put in the word A-W-K-W-A-R-D. That's the word awkward. Now let me make this a bit larger as a font so that you can see the spacing between letters a little bit easier. There, it's a little bit easier to see. Notice that the A and the W overlap with each other just a little bit because that's the rule that's used for this typeface. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this entire paragraph, copy it, and paste it right down here. So now we have two instances of the word awkward. This one I'm going to change to a different font entirely. Let's see if we can set it to, I don't know, we'll go down to Century right here. Now, compare these two, and you'll notice that there's more space between the A and the W in the Century font on the second line than there is in the Aptos font on the first line. This is by design within this typeface, and it can make the text look a little bit different than you really want it to look. When I changed the font, you saw that the spacing between letters looks different. It now looks like there's more space between some of these characters than there is between others. Now, kerning is a typographical term that's used to describe the process of moving letters closer together or further apart to overcome the illusion of too much or too little space between them. This makes the text both more appealing and more readable. In Word, kerning can be adjusted either automatically or manually. To change kerning automatically, go ahead and select the text that you want to adjust, and then press Ctrl-D. That brings up the font dialog box. We want to jump over to the Advanced tab over here. And then we want to click on the Kerning for Fonts checkbox right here. Notice that it's currently set for any fonts that are larger than 1 point in size, that's extremely small, that it will do the kerning automatically. And we can adjust this if we want to. Remember that we had this set to 22 points over here. So if I don't want any kerning on this line at all, I'm going to set this to a larger value and watch what happens within my document. Don't know if you could tell, but things moved a little bit further apart than what they were before. Now I can go back into here and change that back. All I would have to do is, again, press Ctrl-D, and on the Advanced tab, set this back down to a value that makes more sense for the font that I'm working with. In most cases, this automatic kerning will be acceptable. There may be instances, however, when you want to manually adjust the kerning between two characters. For instance, you might want to create some special effect for the characters. You can often see this treatment with logos, such as the FedEx logo, where the spacing between letters has been virtually removed in order to achieve a particular look. In these cases, you can manually adjust kerning by, again, selecting just the text that you want to affect. So we can say that we want these 3 letters right here. Then we're going to press Ctrl-D to again go over to the Advanced tab of the font dialog box, and we're going to turn this off. Instead, in the spacing pull-down list, we're going to set this to condensed, and we want to specify how much we want these characters to move together. Let's put it to like, oh, I don't know, we can go in 1/10 of a point increments. So we'll set this to be, let's do a full 2 points just so you can see. Now watch what happens with the letters AWK down here. When I click on OK, notice that they move together quite a bit, and they don't look as open as they did before, which means that this word looks a little bit better to read, more like the Aptos font that's directly above it. Now you obviously have to play with the kerning settings to get exactly the look that you want for your text, but this is basically how you do it. On the Advanced tab of the Font dialog box, you can specify how you want those characters to appear in relation to each other. Well, I hope that you found this quick tip helpful. If you did, you might consider signing up for my Word Tips newsletter. Every weekly issue is free, and it includes great tips that you can put to work right away. Information is in the notes just below this video. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today.